Should the Scooby-Doo brand put a bit of a break on all of these crossovers? I think so. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel Lifestyle Critic. I hope you're having a brilliant day. So in this video we are going to be reviewing the animated Scooby-Doo movie Straight Out of Nowhere, Scooby-Doo meets Courage the Cowardly Dog. Now this is yet again another crossover movie featuring the Scooby-Doo characters, this time crossing over with the world of Courage the Cowardly Dog. Now I am a massive Scooby-Doo fan. I mean, I have reviewed pretty much every single Scooby-Doo movie across live action and animation, and you can check all of them out in this channel. I'll link the entire playlist to the entire Scooby-Doo movie series in the description box below. Now, given the fact that I'm a massive fan, I have to say I was a little bit disappointed by this movie, and I just feel like they've done so many crossovers. I mean, the latest TV series is all about crossovers as well. So I just feel like the novelty of crossovers have run out a little bit. And it also feels like they've run out of ideas maybe, and maybe they're losing faith in the traditional Scooby-Doo formula, which I think is absolutely brilliant. And it's just such a shame that they're watering the brand of Scooby-Doo down a little bit by doing all of these crossovers. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the Courage the Cowardly Dog as a universe when it was created in Cartoon Network in the early 2000s, so I wasn't really keen going into this movie, but anyway, I was going to give it a chance, but I wasn't that impressed, and I'm going to be breaking it all down for you in this movie review. So this movie starts off pretty well actually, as the gang are solving a bank robbery mystery, and we see that Scooby and Shaggy are in a bit of a self-help program to help them overcome their fear, which I actually thought was really good. However, then randomly the Scooby-Doo character is running to nowhere in Kansas, and the Mystery Inc. gang are following him over there, where they meet the Courage the Cowardly Dog characters, namely Courage, Eustace and Muriel, and there are a lot of strange random things going on. For example, giant cicada insects eating furniture, and just a lot of other randomness, supernatural based things going on. And so the Mystery Inc. gang have to work out what on earth is going on, and also what is so special about this particular location. Now, from a positives point of view, credit where credit's due, I do actually feel like they've meshed these two franchises together really well. Also, the mystery is pretty layered, and like I said, I really do like the self-help narrative that they've got going on here, which I think is really cool. However, from a negatives point of view, I just feel like the storyline itself is pretty bizarre / boring, and as such it just takes away all of the enjoyment. Also, you do need to be a bit of a Courage the Cowardly Dog fan in order to be able to truly solve the mystery, and ultimately I just felt like it wasn't that exciting. I was a little bit disappointed by it, and I was just leaving this movie just thinking the storyline could have been so much better. So from a cast and characters point of view, whilst the Mystery Inc. gang were pretty decent, the Courage the Cowardly Dog group of characters weren't that great. So let's go through them one by one. So first up we have Shaggy and Scooby, who, like I said, were really good in terms of opening this movie from a self-help narrative point of view, and how they want to get over their fear, the use of smartphones, the over-reliance on this, the way in which this is overtaking people's true communication. I thought all of those aspects were really cool. However, in this movie, not even their humour and their goofiness could save this movie. We also have Fred, Daphne and Velma trying to do a bit of mystery solving here. However, they are truly eclipsed by the Eustace and the Muriel characters, and they are just so monotonous and so irritating. All of the Cowardly Dog characters just really take away from the enjoyment of this movie, which is really irritating, and I can see why this cartoon was cancelled almost 20 years ago, because it just isn't that impressive. And like I said, from a cast and characters point of view, they really did have some awesome Mystery Inc. based moments, but unfortunately they were just overshadowed by the Cowardly Dog moments, and also the mystery itself just went down a really bizarre supernatural road, which just kind of took all the enjoyment away from it. It's really ironic, as when they did crossover with the Supernatural brothers, I did actually feel like that was really cool when you get to see Dean, Sam and Castile in the world of Scooby-Doo with all of those supernatural moments. That was really cool, but over here it just really wasn't working from a cast and characters point of view. So from a visuals point of view, you know, this is the latest Scooby-Doo animated movie release, so of course it does look really good from a Mystery Inc. Scooby-Doo point of view. However, all of the cowardly dog scenes, I just feel like all of those visuals really did distract and detract from this movie, and it just got into the bizarre territory. You're kind of thinking, what on earth am I watching? And you know, of course they do explore supernatural stuff in a lot of Scooby-Doo movies and episodes, but over here it was just really, really chaotic and just didn't really work that well. And so from a visuals point of view, while certain aspects did look pretty good, overall it just wasn't that great. So in terms of comparisons, I would put this movie on the same level as Legend of the Vampire and Monster of Mexico. In terms of crossovers, I think there are so many better other crossovers. For example, Scooby-Natural, like we spoke about before, Batman the Brave and the Bold I thought was really, really good as well. The Blue Falcon crossover and the Scoob movie. And of course, even WrestleMania, I think all of those crossovers were a lot stronger. And in terms of most recent releases of the Scooby-Doo movies, even though they weren't at the same level as the much stronger entries, I do feel like Happy Halloween and Sword in the Scoob were a lot stronger than this one. So overall, I have to say I wasn't that impressed with Straight Outta Nowhere Scooby-Doo meets Courage the Cowardly Dog. I mean, I wasn't a fan of that franchise in the first place, so maybe if you are a big fan of it, maybe you got a lot more enjoyment out of it. But unfortunately I didn't, and this movie wasn't for me, and so for all of those reasons, I'm going to give it a 2 out of 10. I'd love to hear what you think, so please let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.